With this session, we are going to see how to enable trunk for a router based VLAN sub interfaces to test its reachability to its participating VLAN PCs. So we have a router 1 which has link gigabit 0/0, and what it has the connection to switch 1 and switch 2. Now I'm in default I'm doing a ping 10.0.0.3. I'm pinging from here, ping 10.0.0.0.131. I'm able to get a response. Here also I can do ping, but it is not. So it is well understood that defaultly these are categorized. PC1 and PC3 is part of VLAN 1, that even you can validate through command show VLAN, that will be more legitimate for understanding. So here you can see that we have VLAN 1 where 0102 taking part. So it is not categorized. Then who is, so that's why we need to give this command to know whether VLANs are properly configured or not. In addition to this, you have to check this command trunk enabled or not. In case when two VLANs are being configured in a testbed, it is to know which link is being configured trunk. Here, none of the links are configured trunk. It's visible from this window. Now, when I do a ping to 10.0.0.131, then it has to give a response. But in this case, why we are not getting that response? We need to understand. We need to understand through show running config how it is programmed. If it is not having any VLAN restrictions, then it should all be allowed in default. In this case, I'm not able to communicate with 131, but this guy also will check. This is a method of debugging to get followed in case if it is working. So let's check in this switch as well. What is the running configurations? It's pretty strange that none of the interfaces are holding switchboard mode configurations, but still it is categorized. Show VLAN, show VLAN brief ID 1324, not 4. Eventually you should raise a question why it's not happening. Why it's not happening is because of network. Yes, slash 25 have used. So this is following under different network and this is following under different network. For that, I want to take a reference. So as we have Here 130 falls to raise it as 1, then here 1 and here 0. And similarly 131 will be having 1 and here 1. At this 10.0 network will be 0. It is dot 2 network. Here only it will be raised as 0. And our mask confirms that 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1. Not till this one, our mask of the last, it confirms that it has borrowed because 25. So like this we have to. So now from here, here I'm keeping it as here all ones, here all one. Similarly, so like this, here all ones, here slash 25 comes here. So when this is last bit of this we are talking about, sir, so we no need to take care of this. Now when the mask is set like this, it able to differentiate two different networks, so I'm able to defaultly ping to this network and able to ping to this network, but still we can't ping to this network because of this different networks. Now I'm getting into router 1, config t to show IP interface brief. So here no IPs were set and the interface is not enabled. Now we are going to create a sub interface here stating interface gigabit 0/0/13 we are going to create, and we are going to create switch port. We have created for VLAN. Here I'm going to create an address 10 dot. This is not a switch port since it's a router. I'm going to give 255, 255, 255, 252. No shit. Now I'm getting gigabit 0/0 dot 24 IP address 10.0.0.129 255 255 255 252. No shut. On doing these two, I have successfully able to create interfaces. Now I'm going to enable this interface. No shit. When I do it, I'm able to see two different interfaces working. Now I'm going to, as a step one, I'm going to keep creating two VLANs, VLAN 13 and VLAN 24. And in VLAN 13, 0/1 switch port mode access, switch port access VLAN 13. No shut. I want to go similarly here. I need to config the interface fast ethernet 0/2 means I want to give switch port mode access, switch port access VLAN 24. Not created. You can create VLAN 13 and coming out. So interface fast ethernet 0/1 switch port mode access, switch port access VLAN 13. So I have created two VLANs and associated. Show VLAN helps to know that two VLANs been created, and here also show VLAN helps to two VLANs being created, but I have not segregated this interface fast ethernet 0/2 switch port mode access, switch port access VLAN 24. On doing this too, I have made two VLANs here as this and show VLAN here. Now I've created 13 and 24 to be enabling this router 1 on gigabit 0/1. What I need to do is config the interface gigabit 0/1. Now switch port mode trunk, because I'm not able to make it as access. There are few switches which can allow switch port mode access and switch port access allowed VLAN, and range you can give like 1 or 2 to 5 like that. But in the specific simulation in packet Cisco packet tracer on switches, switch model, and it's not allowed, not enabled. But in real time you have possibility to associate more than one VLAN. In this case, we need in such a way that gigabit 0/1 to allow only two VLANs, which is 13 and 24. Since the Cisco packet is limited on this switch, we are enabling it as a trunk so that I want to allow even packet coming from PC3 to that interface to any of the IP interface to take either of these VLANs, it, but it has to be tagged. Why? Because we are here enabling as a sub interface, so it so now I am going to